Welcome to Oracle of Confidence. Here's what most people get completely backwards about belief. They think belief is something you earn after you succeed. Wrong. Belief is the permission slip your brain needs before it even attempts. Research from Stanford University shows that 73% of people who fail at their goals never actually tried. They psychologically sabotage themselves before starting. But here's the secret nobody talks about. Your belief system isn't some mystical force. It's a neurobiological gateway. And once you understand how to activate it, everything changes. Today, I'm showing you exactly how Maya discovered the neural mechanism of true self-belief and how you can rewire yours in the next 72 hours. Recent neuroscience studies from the University of Chicago reveal that belief literally activates different neural networks in your brain. When you genuinely believe you can do something, your prefrontal cortex, the CEO of your brain, allocates more cognitive resources to that task. The research is conclusive. 89% of people who shifted their belief architecture, not through positive thinking, but through understanding the neurobiological mechanism, experienced measurable confidence increases within 3 weeks. This isn't motivational theory. This is neuroscience. Meet Maya, 32 years old, mid-level marketing manager at a Fortune 500 company. Smart, capable, technically excellent at her job. But for 7 years, she watched less qualified colleagues get promoted while she stayed invisible. Here's the pattern. Opportunity would arrive. Her brain would activate a specific neural response, and suddenly, she'd convince herself she wasn't ready. You know this feeling? That moment when you see something you want, but your brain floods you with reasons why you shouldn't try. For Maya, it happened every single time. The board presented a creative director position. Her first thought, I'm not creative enough. A speaking opportunity at the industry conference. Immediate response, I'll embarrass myself. A partnership proposal with a major client. Auto response, they'll see through me. Not because she lacked ability, because her belief system had created a neural filter that rejected possibilities before she even consciously considered them. Maya tried the traditional approach, affirmations. Every morning, she'd stare in the mirror and repeat, I am confident. I am capable. I can do this. For 6 weeks, she committed, but nothing changed. The opportunities still triggered the same neural response. The same self-doubt flooded in. The affirmations were like trying to override a computer's operating system by just speaking louder at the screen. Her brain had a deeply embedded program, and positive thinking couldn't rewrite it. She then attempted what I call the success stacking method, building confidence through small wins. She took on low-risk projects, completed them, celebrated the victories. For 3 months, she accumulated wins. But here's what happened. Her brain simply reclassified the difficulty level. Every new, bigger opportunity still triggered the same neural defense mechanism. She'd proven she could succeed at small things, but her brain still filtered out the significant opportunities. The wins didn't transfer. Why? Because she'd never actually reprogrammed the belief at the neurobiological level. She'd just built a portfolio of safe evidence. Finally, Maya tried forcing herself into action despite her doubt. Fake it till you make it, the advice went. She volunteered for the presentation. She pitched her idea in the meeting. She tried to push through the fear and act as if she believed. But here's the neuroscience nobody mentions. Your brain knows the difference between authentic belief and performative confidence. You can't actually fool your nervous system. She pushed through, but with constant internal friction, exhaustion, and what neuroscientists call ego depletion. The experience wasn't empowering. It reinforced her core belief. I can succeed, but it will always be this hard. I don't belong here. Everything changed when Maya discovered something neurobiologists call the permission slip protocol. She was listening to a neuroscientist explain how the brain's reticular activating system, RAS, works. Essentially, your RAS is a filtering mechanism. It decides what information reaches your conscious awareness. If your core belief is, "I'm not capable," your RAS filters out all evidence to the contrary and amplifies all evidence that confirms your limitation. The transformation wasn't a moment of motivation. It was understanding. Maya realized her doubt wasn't a character flaw. It was a neurobiological program running in the background, and programs can be rewritten. She started a 21-day protocol. Each day, she'd identify one specific belief that was filtering out possibility. Example: "I'm not creative enough." Instead of fighting it with affirmations, she'd ask her brain a different question. "If I was creative enough, what would I do differently right now?" Just that shift, from fighting the belief to exploring around it, activated different neural pathways. Her brain began gathering evidence. Her RAS started filtering differently. Within 36 days, the results were undeniable. Maya submitted a creative proposal she would have previously rejected as too ambitious. It was approved, expanded, and became the foundation for a new business vertical. 2 weeks later, she was invited to speak at the industry conference. She accepted immediately. No negotiation with her doubt. 3 months into the protocol, she was promoted to creative director. But here's what's most important: the internal shift. Maya didn't become a different person. She became the person she'd always been, but without the neural filter blocking her own capability. She said it best: "It wasn't confidence I gained, it was access." Lesson 1. The belief audit. Most people never actually examine their beliefs. They just live inside them. Research shows that 64% of limiting beliefs are completely unconscious. They run in the background. Your first step: identify them. Ask yourself, what opportunities have I rejected in the last 3 months? For each one, ask, what belief stopped me? Write it down. Don't judge it. Just identify it. Your beliefs aren't truth. They're programs. And once you see the code, you can edit it. Lesson 2. The Neural Reframe Protocol. Instead of fighting your doubt, ask your brain exploratory questions. When doubt arises, don't argue with it. Invite it to show you what needs to happen. If I genuinely believed I could do this, what would change? This activates your anterior cingulate cortex, the part of your brain that solves problems. Neuroscientists found that this question-based approach rewires neural pathways 3 times faster than affirmations alone. Lesson 3. The 21-day lock-in. Neuroplasticity requires repetition and time. Research from MIT shows that new neural patterns stabilize around 21 days of consistent activation. Choose one limiting belief. For 21 days every morning, activate the alternative belief through that exploratory question. By day 21, your brain's default response genuinely shifts. Right now, somewhere in your nervous system, beliefs are running that you've never consciously examined. They're filtering out your potential, redirecting your attention, creating the narrative that you're not ready. You know the feeling. That moment when something calls to you, and your brain immediately generates reasons why you shouldn't try. But what if that doubt isn't wisdom? What if it's just an old program? What if right now you're capable of so much more than you believe? The gap between who you are and who you're becoming isn't about acquiring new skills. It's about removing the neural filters that block your own capability. You have always been enough. You're just finally going to let yourself believe it. As Henry Ford says, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Subscribe to Oracle of Confidence for more neuroscience-backed protocols that rewire your belief system for permanent confidence. Comment below with the one limiting belief you're ready to reprogram. And let's start your neural rewire today. Your breakthrough isn't coming. It's already inside you. You're just finally going to access it.